I am joined today by another professional. My God, he is a triple threat. He's an author, he's a speaker, he is easy on the eyes. He's fresh off Turning Point USA. He is triggering groomers all over the internet. So happy to have him on the show again today. James Lindsay, hello.
Hello. Everything you just said about me is true. I validate 100% of it.
Okay, good, good. Wow, you've been a busy boy. You just got back from Turning Point USA, which to me seems like the Super Bowl for conservatives. Like every picture I see from this event, it's like people on stage with fireworks and like,
Yeah, I just tweeted a picture. There were fireworks. Walked out on stage, right out to the front, 8,000 plus people screaming. I open up my jacket, got a shirt that says "Okay, Groomer." Crowd goes wild. It's the Super Bowl for like kind of conservative or even just pro America sentiment right now. Every year, this America Fest, they had like 11,000 people this year come to that, which is, I think that's bigger than CPAC, which is Boomerville and friggin' Rhino country. So good for them. Yeah, there's the
look at
picture. Look at that.
this. Did you get carried out? Like, did you crowd surf in this kind of a situation?
No, but after I did the Tim Pool podcast the next night, Ian Crossland, everybody loves Ian, fell off the friggin' stage, which was pretty funny, but not in the crowd direction, like backwards, which is sort of funnier. But no crowd surfing, but just me being like obviously extraordinarily good looking and funny.
That is what happens. Are on the
Look at
inside of
that.
your jacket, is this the new Discourses logo on the
It
inside of your jacket?
it is. Somebody made me that jacket, and if you pop the collar in the back, it says "Okay, Groomer."
No way!
100% way. It is so cool. That was
Wow,
my
you have
Christmas
your
present from somebody this year.
that's so incredibly thoughtful. When you get something that's thoughtful like this, but also very good quality, that's amazing. Like, how many people know how to make, specialized jacket interiors? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the whole thing looks really good. She did a great job.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, do you ever feel like I don't know, I guess my feeling of Turning Point USA is, like, if you're not like you just said, it's for conservatives, but also anybody who's kind of, like, pro-America, or, like, freedom of speech, etcetera. Do you feel like there's a kind of a strict box you have to fit into to be a speaker there? Or, like, do you ever feel like well, maybe not you because
Yeah, because I don't fit in the box, so
you're
no.
so well known.
Um, but no, I mean, a lot of the speakers are, kind of the circuit speakers, and they say similar things, and you can kind of predict what a lot of them will say. But that's speakers in general. A lot of people go and give roughly the same speech all over the place for like a year straight.
Hmm.
And it is familiar faces, which has upsides and downsides. But the upsides are pretty good because it's momentum, and the kids get to it's a lot of youth with Turning Point, obviously. So the young people get to kind of have that momentum, that connection to the same characters, to get to hear their message maybe evolve or hear the same message multiple times or whatever. But on the other hand, like I just mentioned, Ian Crossland. Ian Crossland doesn't fit in with Turning Point whatsoever. He was on the stage. Granted, it was through the Tim Pool show, but Tim's not exactly Turning Point, standard. And we had the whole crew there. So no, it's not like that. If you've got a strong and clear message that talks about what's going on in the world today and it's pro America, you're probably in good shape. It's getting a little churchy, a little faithy, but that's okay because there's room for that too. So I don't feel. I mean, I can't say in good conscience that there's a box you have to be in because I'm literally not in that box, and they, as you can see in the image, think I'm cool.
Clearly, yeah, they don't use the fireworks on everyone.
Actually, there's a funny story with that. I don't think I got the fireworks one time with them before, and I didn't the last couple of times there were no fireworks. I'm like, "What the hell is this crap?"
You're like, "I've
And
lost it."
granted, they're expensive and all that. I get that. So Eric Metaxas is the guy in the khaki pants or the cream colored pants over there, and he's standing there and he's like, "All these things," right before we go out, and he's talking to the handlers back in the back, and is like, all these things, all these fireworks. Do we get fireworks? And she was like, "Do you want fireworks?" And I was like, "We want fireworks." And then she leans into her microphone and is like, "Sparks, yes." And then there they are. So we
Sparks,
made
go
that happen.
Sparks.
Sparks, yes. So yeah, it's crazy though because there's like 10,000 people there almost screaming and fireworks, and the bass actually like is messing up your insides. It's like you get done and you have to go to the bathroom. It's like overwhelming.
Sponsored by Metamucil. What is the crowd like there? So you said there was about 10,000 people there. Is it a young crowd mostly? Is it
So
diverse?
it's yeah, a little bit of both with America Fest. I mean, it's kind of the hipper crowd that used to go to CPAC across all ages is coming to the Turning Point stuff now. They have specific youth summits like their Student Action Summit and so on that are virtually all college students or recent graduates, and sometimes even some high school students that they're trying to reach out to because it's for students. But this, you've got some high school students there, usually with their parents. I mean, almost always. I don't think I've met one that's not with their parents. But a lot of college students, a lot of 20 somethings, early 20 somethings, and then it goes on up. I mean, I was spending a lot of time with borderline boomers, so it's all the way up, all the way in between. Gen X is really where a ton of the energy is happening right now.
Really?
Older
That's
millennials are kind of like spinning in this other direction, and it's getting these Gen Z kids fired up. So yeah, America Fest is kind of an all ages kind of thing. When I went there last year, they told me backstage, they're like, "Hey, when you go out, you normally talk to the students. You're used to the SAS thing, but when the Student Action Summit, but when you go out here, you're gonna have a lot of their parents in the audience. So it's a mixed crowd in terms of ages at these things."
Do you adjust your speeches all that much from speaking with students to, basically talking to their parents or like an older millennial, Gen Z, even boomer crowd?
I mean, a little bit you have to because you want to be relatable to the audience. And I don't plan my speeches except when I do a workshop. So I have these workshops and I grotesquely over prepare for them. But if I'm going to just go give a talk somewhere, I 90% wing it and 10% kind of make an outline in my head, usually like in the 20 minutes before I get on stage, sometimes the day before, if there's some particular message I want to reach or if they've given me a topic, I'll think about it. But I get up there and I try to have I mean, since with your career, you'll understand this, but I try to have a conversation with the audience that's in front of me. So the first part's like freaking awkward because you're trying to figure out who these people are and what it feels like and what kind of jokes they get and what kind of jokes they don't get and how deadly serious you have to be. And but then you get 3-4 minutes in, it gets comfortable, and we're all just sitting having drinks, chilling. No, we're just not, but you get to the point where you kind of know how to read it and take the level to where it needs to be. That kind of a environment's hard when you have like 8,000 people screaming and the lights are weird so you can't see anybody, and it's a little different. But yeah, I mean, you want to be relatable, so try to make it fit. I don't try to use as many gigantic words in front of crowds of students. Although I do in front of their parents, and I know they tell me afterwards it's just like went right by. So I don't know.
Like, these are all SAT hot words. You guys should all know these words.
That's right. You guys go do your vocabulary lesson so you can come to my talk.
Go look it up. Have you been signing boobs? Like, what is the fan feedback at these events?
I've attempted to do that, and it's just never panned out. I've never had the opportunity. I have offered to sign legs, and nobody wants it. It's really weird. No, I'm just kidding. I sign a lot of books. I occasionally sign like the back of somebody's like name badge or whatever. Uh, Mostly though, in this era, there's less signing and more, hey, can I grab a selfie? Hey, can I grab a selfie? The favorite part for me, because if you follow me on Twitter now that I'm back on, you can do that again. But I've got this whole like semi-serious, semi-running joke about the moms, right? And so like at Turning Point, I'll get these younger, it's always younger guys. It's never like a woman or whatever. But they'll come up to me and they'll be like, my mom is your biggest fan. Can I have a picture so I can send it to my mom? And I'm like, yeah, tell your mom I said hi. But it's selfies, selfie, selfie,
With a
selfie, selfie.
wink.
Yeah, send this to your mom.
Moms love
Did you say
you.
don't wink? I definitely do wink. What are you talking
You
about? Yeah,
yeah,
moms love. I'm the Sammy Hagar of moms. I went to the no, so this is Turning Point. I went to the Moms for Liberty summit, national summit this year, and it was like 500 moms. And I called my experience there playing mom pinball. Like it was just like bouncing from. I was the ball, like bouncing off of one mom after another, after another, after another. It took me 45 minutes to get across the room playing mom pinball.
sounds
Um,
exhausting and fun.
that's the correct pair of adjectives.
Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Come and get it. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.